Hey, what's going on? I'm Matt O'Leary back with another video. And before we get started, I just want to mention that you can follow me on social media at Matt O'Leary NY on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So now that we got that out of the way, I want to get to the topic of discussion today, which is going to be Adam Gase and kind of Le'Veon Bell too, as you can tell by the title. But I didn't make a video on the Darren Lee trade because I expected that to happen. We knew Darren Lee wasn't going to be a part of this team's future. Was a sixth-round pick a good price for him? Probably not. Probably could have got a fifth rounder, but I don't think you're getting much more than a fifth rounder. So a sixth rounder, whatever. Robbie Anderson signs, expected. We knew he was going to sign that 1-year deal. We knew that was going to happen. What we didn't know is some news that we were going to get dropped today from an NFL insider saying, if there's a suitor, I could absolutely see the Jets trading him, meaning Le'Veon Bell, before the season starts. How did we get to this point? So, as you could probably tell from my last video, the Jets fired Mike Maccagnan, which made Adam Gase the interim GM. He did not like the Le'Veon Bell signing because he thought it was too much money. Now, is he really stupid enough to trade Le'Veon Bell? That is the question. I would put this at a very low percentage of happening, probably around 25%. But let's not forget, this is the same guy who traded Jay Ajayi. He is notorious for creating rifts. This guy got Mike Maccagnan fired after 4 months on the job. You can believe Christopher Johnson if you want, saying that he had to keep looking at things. He couldn't make a decision in January, and he finally came to his decision now. Not buying it. It comes from this odd reporting structure of the GM reporting to the owner and the head coach reporting to the owner. And I can almost guarantee that Adam Gase did some Game of Thrones-like crap and went behind Mike Maccagnan's back, was feeding information to the owner, and the owner then, for some reason, sided with Gase and gave him this unlimited amount of power, which is completely crazy if we break this down, because Gase is a below average head coach in this league. He has an under 500 record. He has not won a playoff game. So why everyone loves this guy is really a shock to me. He is pretty much this offensive guru because of the work that Peyton Manning did in Denver. Peyton Manning is the reason why Adam Gase has gotten 2 head coaching jobs. Yes, you can maybe say that Jay Cutler in 2015 helped, but are we really going to get excited over 3,600 yards and 21 touchdown passes? I'm certainly not. If Sam Darnold does that consistently throughout his career, I'm not going to be happy with that. I don't think that's anything to do backflips over. If he does it this year, then yeah, that's a little bit different because it's only his second year. He's 22 years old, but the ceiling should be higher there. And giving Gase this much power to make a decision like this would be insane. And trading Le'Veon Bell, I don't care what you get back. The Jets need Le'Veon Bell this year. And normally, I am not someone who says that you need to pay big money to a running back or you got to take a running back in the first round. I usually think the opposite. But the Jets have this unique situation this year. They have a very young quarterback who is just 22 years old on his rookie contract. So they are not paying him diddly squat yet. Additionally, the Jets had $100 million in cap space. Le'Veon Bell isn't just a running back. He will also catch passes out of the backfield. He will probably catch somewhere between 60, 70, maybe upwards of 80 passes this year. He is going to be a huge safety blanket for Sam Darnold, something that Darnold really did not have all that much in his first season because he was throwing to the likes of Andre Roberts and Elijah McGuire and Trenton Cannon and Eric Tomlinson by the end of the season. That is something you never want to see happen again. If you can add an all-pro, talented offensive weapon for your young quarterback, you do it. I don't care if you can flip him for an edge rusher, which is, yes, that's a position of need, and normally an edge rusher holds more value than a running back does. But this is a unique situation. The Jets haven't had an 1,000-yard rusher or receiver since 2015. Over the last 3 years, the Jets have been abysmal offensively. And over that time, they went 5-11, 5-11, and 4-12. They need to start putting up points. In today's NFL, you win by putting up points. Now, I'm not saying throw defense out the window. That's not what we're saying here at all. We saw that in the Super Bowl. But let's be real here. If the Jets don't start scoring, what's going to happen? They're going to be exactly where they are. This team hasn't made the playoffs in damn near a decade. Why you're giving not only the Jets, but Adam Gase and ownership the benefit of the doubt really makes no sense because no one has earned it yet. And yeah, I'm probably ranting and raving over something that's not going to happen. I sure hope it doesn't. But the fact that this is out there is embarrassing in itself because this team was headed in a good direction. They had a pretty solid draft. I didn't love every pick, but majority of the folks thought it was a really good draft. And yeah, I'm not a Mike McCagnon guy, but the firing in May is a joke. You don't do that. And with this information that has leaked out with Le'Veon Bell and Adam Gase, it's not good. It's not a good sign that we are not even at training camp yet. We're not even at the preseason yet. And there are already rumblings between rifts between the head coach and a position player. And probably the most important position player not named Sam Darnold. And that's Le'Veon Bell. He has a huge contract to live up to. I get that. But you had to make that move, and it would be stupid to flip him. I don't care if you get a first-round pick. I don't care if you get some talented guy in the defense. Enough with prioritizing the defensive side of the ball. The Jets have a young quarterback. You need to develop him. And having Le'Veon Bell on the roster only helps that developmental process. Do you think the Jets trade him? I don't, but I would be lying to say I wasn't worried when I got that notification today. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you really liked it, please subscribe if you haven't already. Get at me in the comments below, or you can get at me on social media at Matt O'Leary NY on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you next time.